Okay, well, here we are again. Webisode 16, tailor-made, the making of a broadcast empire, or so they tell us. Yeah, so here we are. Yet another Tuesday. Hubby's all cool today. In his shades. Our future's so bright, he's got to wear those. Yeah. It's just seeing the light. It's awfully bright. So, yeah. Didn't do my hair today. I'm in my bohemian mode today. All loose and fancy-free. No product. All natural, as they say.
It's going to make it hard to do product reviews.
Yeah, well, we're working on a new thing for one of my shows, or maybe develop a new show. Who knows if it becomes such a big deal. Where, through a friendship I have, I'm going to start getting products, you know, makeup, lotions, creams, you know, stuff like that. And of course I'll use them and I'll try them, and if they're good, I will say so. And, yeah, I'll do reviews on those kind of products and stuff. So, makes sense. I mean, you know, given our line of work, I use all those products anyway, obviously for photo shoots and web things and things. So, might as well say how they are and review them, right? There's always a good market out there for co-branding things and cross-promotional kinds of things. So, if you have any products you'd like us to review on any one of our HTLA Radio 1 shows, then send us an email to producer@htla973.com, and yeah, we'll review that. Thank you. Yeah, we'll get in touch and we'll work that out, because that would be a good thing, don't you think? You're just gonna stay quiet?
Why not? It's better that way.
Yeah. Just be the cool looking, like that show I love with the, what is his name? Zane Lamprey. Drinking Made Easy on HDNet. And,
oh, yeah? Yeah?
His friend, he's always just stuffing his face and drinking too much and not saying much. You know. Yeah. See?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. See, it's when he's like that, he's the cutest and most appealing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, you know, just same old, same old. Lots of corporate business today. Thousands of marketing package going out.
Oh.
And stuff like that, you know. Last night's show was so good with Richard Pryor Jr. I got to get the welcome letter out, thank you letter out to him from corporate also for his lovely and illustrious appearance on our show. That was a hell of a good show. I had fun. He's a sweetheart.
I learned a lot.
I knew he would be, though. I've had other people tell me he was a sweetheart, so I knew it would be a good fit, as they say.
Well, he is.
Yeah.
We need to... I don't know.
What?
We need a rabid prick on the show.
You think?
I think we always get nice people. I'm sick of nice people.
Well, I like nice people. We're trying to go with the good vibe. Get in, you know.
I think we'd be a lot better off to nuke some people on the air.
Yeah. Well, we could do that, but that's what an opportunity is, you know. Look, I never said, because the host's opinions are not that of HTLA973.com or HTLA Radio 1 LLC or any of our other holdings of this enterprise here. So, you know, if you want to have a show where we'll just put that explicit advisory sticker on it and you go have at it. I don't have an issue with that. But if that's what you want and that's what it's going to be, then you have to make it so people don't
put this on me. I wasn't saying me. I was just saying, you know, there's
so we're gonna scout for somebody like that.
No, because we don't want more morons.
Okay. Well, no, we've already put in the disclaimer on the website and the HTLA opportunities. You have to have some kind of industry background and experience.
Yeah, and also a charity. I'm going to get too many pricks with charities.
No, honey, that's not on the potential hosts or show development section in HTLA opportunities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's just general stuff. Yeah, well, we're gonna be 99% angel and 1% devil then. How's that? That might be a good new promo logos and promotional set. Yeah, see what you started now? Then we can justify all that. 95% angel, 5% devil. Tune into HTLA Radio 1. Which shoulder does yours sit on? Something good like that. See, that's how the genius happens now. It's just stuff like this. I think it's brilliant. If you think it's brilliant, then let us know. Because we'll do it. It's good. Yeah. You guys really, you watch these episodes every night. We're so grateful. We love it. The numbers just keep going up, 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 up. But you guys got to comment and tell us more of what you want us to talk about, more of what you want to hear, what you want to know. And we'll do that. Because, it's not easy doing these 20-minute to half-hour webisodes every night, and constantly coming up with new stuff to talk about. So you got to let us know. What is it you want to know? Because obviously, an average of 1,500 people are coming every night to check out our stuff. What do you want to know? What is it that you'd like to see more of?
Just that voyeur thing.
Well, yeah, sure. But what do you want to voy more about? Let me know. Because we'll do that. It'll be good. We want to keep our meeps happy, so it's all about the meeps. So, yeah. So, we're going to have Vicky's show live from Alaska tomorrow night. With, I think, her band that she's with, Beer Money.
Wear a parka.
Wear a parka. It's cold down there. Up there. Up there. Is it up there? Yeah.
You?
Yeah. And then Thursday, of course, is my show. Sex and the Kitty. Episode 2. Lesson 2, homework assignment 2. And Saturday night, Sports 90. Woo! Yay! Rah-rah! Sports 90. So yeah. So it's the same old every week. But a lot of corporate stuff going on today. A lot of restructure. A lot of intelligence gathering. And strategizing and such. Making that move. So yeah. And putting in the effort and just waiting for the delivery now, so to speak. It's really weird having you so quiet. It's mysterious and sexy, but it's weird. I don't know if I like it. Jury's still out. Well, hey, it's almost spring. I think we've got a little bit of that cabin fever from the winter also. It's been really cold and yucky here. Too cold to even go for our walks for me. So, I'll be happy when spring comes. But I don't think it's coming early this year. I think it's going to come and then it's going to get cold again. And then it'll get warm and stay warm. That's what I think. That's my prediction. What do you think?
What do I think about
spring?
What?
Spring. Coming. It's going to get warm sooner. It's going to stay cold for a long time.
You're the one that was all over the gopher thing.
True. Well,
you know. Don't look at me. I don't know.
Right, though. They're never right. The weather's never right. I like... If you look in your glasses, you can see all of our monitors and all of our stuff in the studio. It's really
and the 50 freaking lights.
Well, we got to have good lighting. It's critical on set. Good lighting. So. Well, what else? Boom, boom. Well, how many viewers did I lose? That's
Oh,
not
you
it.
know.
That's not it.
No?
I thought it was that.
No.
Put one of his hats in the laundry. Bad enough. That was mistake number one. But you know how you lose socks all the time in the laundry? Well, I lost his favorite hat. It just vanished.
Excuse me, yes. Yes. It vanished.
It just vanished. I can't find it.
All by itself.
The whole laundry room I've searched high and low. Can't find it anywhere.
Who?
No. But it's got to be here. And I bet you when we pack to move, we'll find it.
Sure.
Yeah. I've been looking for it for like 8 years. So I've got my favorite show on tonight. I don't know if anybody else watches.
Yeah.
Monster Bug Wars! Yeah! I'm a huge fan of that, you know, Uber, like that film Microcosmos. Oh man, that was like the greatest thing ever. And he did Winged Migration too, but he really set the standard with Microcosmos. So
Who's he?
Francis Perrin or Francois Perrin or something. He's a French.
Yeah, the guy with the little
Filmmaker.
fiber optic cameras, yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing. Well, he put such human qualities on the insects. And the musical score, and there's very little.
Is that why you
narration.
like Monster Bug Wars so much? Because they make them scream and... Really?
No, I just like to see the bugs up close. I'm not afraid of bugs anymore. I used to have this huge, absolutely huge fear of spiders. When I was little, I guess, I don't know, about 7 or so, I had a really high fever, like 105, and I hallucinated spiders.
That's what's wrong with her.
I hallucinated spiders all over the house, in my mother's hair, crawling down the walls. I mean, like, immense delirium, delusional, fever-induced hallucinations of spiders. So ever since then, I was uber terrified. But when I became an adult, and I absolutely, in my life, have faced every single fear I've ever had. So, well, except the buried alive thing. I haven't done that yet. But I have no fear. I have no fear of anything in life ever anymore. And I overcame my fear of spiders by learning about insects and learning about spiders. And now I'm the only one in the house that can pick up a spider and take it outside and do all that stuff. And I don't kill them. I don't kill anything. So, but that's how I got over my fear. You know, I learned everything I could about them, and they weren't so scary anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my kitty wisdom for today. If there's something you're scared of, learn all you can about it, and face it, and it'll go away. Fear.
But why do we want it to go away?
Because fear's the killer. That's a text message of some sort or something.
Yeah, but I have a fear of sharks. I don't have to live and function underwater, so
No,
it's not
you're
really
lucky.
a big deal.
I still have my fear of being buried alive. You know.
Like, that's going to happen.
Well, let's hope not. But, I mean, even when I go under the covers and stuff too much, it's a whole suffocation thing, I think. But, yeah. No, yours is very reasonable. And most people are scared of spiders, snakes, that sort of thing as well. Very common. Very common.
Actually, I've noticed most people are scared of things that can kill them. I think that's probably a healthy part of being human.
Well, you know, it is part of our inherent primal flight, you know, fight or flight thing, too. But, yeah, no, I'm not afraid of anything. Except being buried alive. That's it.
Well, all you psycho stalkers out there, you now know what to do.
Yeah, right? Threaten to bury me alive. But he won't let you do that to me, because then who's going to cook for him? And tell him about the amazing dinner we had tonight.
Well, number one, I don't need anybody to cook for me. And, yeah, dinner was good.
That's not what he said at dinner.
Contrary to popular belief, I don't enslave women into cooking.
I didn't know that was a popular belief.
What you're inferring there, yeah, I think it. Yeah.
Well, I'm inferring that I'm your wife and I cook for my husband, like most wives, good ones anyway, do. Not these stupid Uber not cooking for their husbands' wives.
There's lots of those.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, but it's sure a good start. Generally, people like to be...
Then there would be guys all over the place in love with McDonald's.
Well, you know.
No.
I think that's just a convenience thing. I like McDonald's too, but not every night. I like my home cooking too. And I bet you Richard Pryor Jr. would agree with me.
What?
Nothing beats home cooking. He cooks comfort food. That's what he likes because it feels good to be loved and taken care of and nurtured and cared about enough that somebody makes a good meal for you. Sadly, most people don't have that. Never did.
Which is probably where they learn to cook themselves.
Yeah, but it still doesn't taste as good as when somebody cooks it for you. It's just the phone. It's okay.
It's harsh in my video, Mellow.
I haven't heard that in ages. Harsh in my mellow. That's cool. I used to like that. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's going to be short and sweet tonight because we're tired. It's been a long day. I'm tired. I cooked a huge dinner. I made baked ziti tonight. Yeah. And homemade garlic bread. What else did I make? Oh, I made homemade balsamic vinegar, but nobody liked it but me. But it was still good.
Interesting.
Wow.
If you take the R off Ranger, it's anger.
Oh, that's really fucking interesting.
Wow.
And how appropriate.
Look at that.
Wow. Hence the fascination.
Fucking A.
Anyway.
Guys who don't steal.
Yeah, we said we'll go with the Rangers next.
Actually, in light of recent events, I'm pretty much done with the whole fucking lot of them.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree. All those shows that we used to DVR about that stuff, I deleted them all now because it's so disheartening. I agree. It's sad. It's sad. And you wonder why they don't get the help then. You wonder why they don't get the help. Maybe there's a reason for it.
Oh, like the Veterans Affairs stuff and
I don't know.
the lack of programs and...
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, I would have done anything to the ends of the frickin' earth to make that happen. Because that's just how I am. But, you know, you can't take advantage of somebody and expect them to still do things for you. It doesn't work that way. So, yeah. Well, anyhow. Onward and upward, as they say. And we'll be back tomorrow with episode 17 because that's just what we do. And yeah, after Vicky's show, what's interesting now?
Well, I just realized that the HTLA Radio 1 logo is a shield. I wonder if that was subconscious.
Good point. Maybe it was. And if it was and if it wasn't, go with it. You are protector of our everything.
I just made a logo, dear.
Well, still, it's very critical and timely that you realize that. Isn't that what men do, though? Isn't that what real men do? They protect and they take care and they, you know, do all that. You should want to do that.
Yeah, but then Dr. Phil would just jump up my ass.
Oh, that was terrible today. I can't believe what he did to that poor guy.
Well, and where does he get off?
You know. I know.
Like, does he not see what he does every day? That was hilarious how that guy owned him.
I know, but the point of the matter is then this is the sadness entirely of this country, of our society, of our family structure that's now disintegrated. There's everybody, with the exception of a small minor few, are afraid to be real men and be responsible for their families and their well-being and their upbringing and their, you know, moral compass. And that's their frickin' job. you know, and it's sad. The woman should be the nurturer and the, you know, the environment maker. And the man should be the protector and the, you know, instructor and all good things worth looking up to. Yeah. So, yeah. But you can read about that in my book, 21st Century Men and 21st Century Women.
Oh, we're late for Little Ozzy.
Yeah, coming out later this year. So,
Not your book, Little Ozzy. Little Ozzy.
My book, The 21st Century Man and 21st Century Women. Based on many, many, many years of empirical research and education. Yeah. So.
By definition, doesn't that mean that the general public won't be able to read it?
No. Why?
Are you going to dumb it down?
I don't know. I might put it in layman's terms because it is something I want to get across.
You could do the New York Times bestseller edition, and then you could do like a massive print of the
Real Men and Real Women for Dummies.
Drool publishing version.
That's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
That would be the Outback Plain version.
Actually, you can further distribute it even to a wider audience by putting it on the E-Stupid version. Make an app for that.
We need, you know what we're really desperate for? And I don't care what he says. We're so
She
desperate.
never does.
No, I don't. We're incredibly desperate for quality people of at least a modicum of intelligent thought and rational common sense and, you know, a base level of integrity and accountability. I don't know.
You know all you're doing here? What you're doing right here, right now on this. Not a bad idea. You know, yeah, good try. But what you're doing is you're basically saying to all of the dishonorable, thieving scumbags out there that we have not met yet to come under the guise of honesty and ethics and all that.
Yeah, but we can... No, wait a minute. We've had those attempts and we've seen through them and we didn't go in that route.
Well, I don't know. The guys from Tactical Revolution sure seem to pretty much forensically maneuver right through that. We didn't see through that.
Well, you know what? I have to say, in hindsight, there was one of them that I said was the bullshitter and the talker and the could sell ice to an Eskimo kind of thing. And I didn't have a full-on niggle, but I just took it for what it was, is, you know, in every group there's one. And it was obviously that incitement. I think if that hadn't been a part of that equation, maybe we wouldn't be having these conversations. Because that was the instigating factor. I have no doubt in my mind. And it was also after that flirtation between the mole and that person as well, if you remember.
Oh.
There was a direct relating right after that night. And right after that one Skype meeting with that mole. And then, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. But again, you know, it's sad because I believe that 2/3 of that group, you know, would never have done something like that untoward. I just do. And now that 1/3 is missing and decided to bail on the project altogether, that just reinforces my belief. You know? So. But you know what? Like I said, everything happens for a reason. And in my mind, you know, they've just blown their chances to advance whatever, you know, ideals they had to advance it any further. Because this is a very small business. It's very small. You know, it really is. And, yeah, that kind of stuff. Well, there's a million right behind you waiting to take your place, you know, anything kind of, you know, in that vein, and nobody's going to be bothered when there's other things with just as good projects and just as good. That is drama-free to work with and work on. You know, it's just, you know, not going to happen. So, it's like I always say, you know, we make our beds, we have to lie in them. And, yeah. But it's sad, and I think that, yeah, It would be nice that if we could have our faith in humanity restored somehow, some way. Because when I start losing faith in shit, then everybody's in trouble. Just for the record. Takes me a hell of a long time to get there. But when I get there, that's it. It's over. I don't go backwards and,
So it's a good thing you're not president because you would press the button.
I would. I absolutely would. You get one really big, long chance, and then when I get to the end of my tether and that's it, I'm done with you and I turn my back, that's it. It's just done. There's no second chances. There's one really big, long chance. But, yeah, no. No. And this other people thing, it's just, I'm getting to my end of my rope, too. And it's like I said the other day in the show, and it's sad, because I never want to be the kind of person that, because I'm in business, and because I'm this, and because I can't trust anybody, that I'm the kind of person who doesn't reach out and help like I've done my entire life. I don't want to stop being that open, giving person, But there comes a point when you have to protect your family and your own and what you've built and what you do, And I never knew there were such liars on the planet. It's not, God, it's just not even in my radar that people could be like that. Every word that comes out of my mouth, I mean it. Or I don't say it. And I don't just mean it at the time.
Over and over and over.
Yeah, he knows, yeah. But, yeah. So, I don't know how other people can not be like that. Even given my education and everything I know about psychology and people and their motivations, and I still just don't get it. To me, there's never an excuse to not be honest or honorable, ever. I don't get it. But that's just me. And I'll still try and figure out why, and I'll still try and find those good people. I'm not a quitter either. So, I don't know. Guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. It could turn out really good or end very badly. I don't know. But that's life, right? Just think how boring life would be if we knew the outcome of everything. There'd be nothing
I'd be okay with that.
No, you wouldn't, though. You say that now because things are tumultuous. But when things are too secure and you know what's going to happen and everything is the same all the time, and no, there's nothing worth living for. There's nothing worth striving for, or growing for, or fighting for. It's just boring as hell.
Well, think about the cops if they chip everybody.
Well, they're not gonna. Well, nobody would.
That's going to get pretty boring.
Well, only for the criminals. Right? Don't you think?
No.
I don't have anything to hide.
I wasn't talking about us.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. So why should we care? Why would everything get boring all of a sudden?
Because everyone would know who done it?
Yeah, but that's only one little area. That's only crime. That would be good. Just think of how many lives could be saved. Because criminals are traceable and trackable anywhere. So if somebody goes missing...
Here's a good idea for a movie.
Okay.
It's 50 years from now. Everybody from birth has been chipped. They got a little chip in their brain.
Okay.
And not only is it a GPS telling, Big Brother exactly where you are and what you're doing every bit of the day, but it also records everything for corporations, like what you like to eat, what you like to dress in, what you like to buy, what's your favorite color, all those good things.
Oh, clever.
Uh-huh. And then a switch.
Market research.
Everybody gets a hand switch. And that hand switch does one thing and one thing only.
What?
Hones in on the specific serial number of the chip of the fucker who lied to you.
Okay.
Nobody would lie. Would be a thing of the past. Gone.
Okay, but there's some...
Even accidental.
You have to lie.
Even our kid. Oh, I didn't do...
Yeah. But wait a minute. No, there's
Perfect.
social lying. We need to. Children have to learn to lie and grow when they grow up because there's situations in life.
Oh, here we go.
Seriously. Social situations. Do I look fat in this dress?
Yes.
Yeah, but see, you can't say that to people without hurting their feelings. Those are the kind of socially acceptable lies that we must tell to live and function in society. Yes, your song is awesome. Call me next week. You know, we have to. That's the kind of stuff that needs to go on in society.
I'm thinking bigger than that, though. You're talking about how my chip idea would impact the world right now.
And in the future, it would be like
we'd have a lot of we'd have a lot of dead in the beginning. I give you that. And yes, there would be some childhood accidents.
That would take care of your article,
That's
though.
Fine.
How many do we have to kill off to survive? 3-point-something billion?
2 billion, yeah.
Yeah, that would take care of that.
No.
There you go. Like it.
Right?
Yeah. See, I have no problem with shit like that.
Then there's no need for NDAs, there's no need for contracts, there's no need for nothing but your fucking word.
Oh, remember when that used to mean something?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So go ahead, you tell us again what it is you want to do for us?
Well, he's got a point. Can't argue it. Can't argue it. You know what the funny thing is, and we were just talking about this a little while ago, is, you know, you have your people out there that hear what we say, and that's what they're drawn to. Yeah, finally somebody, a character. You know, they...
Yeah, but it's no different than Buddy with his daughter there and shooting her laptop. 73% of America on the NBC.com website are saying that he's absolutely right.
Yes!
Well, we fucking know this. We as a fucking society know
but the
this.
feminists have killed our ability to be politically incorrect and say what's necessary again, and that's a return to traditional family, traditional roles, people actually being accountable for their family members and as well as their own lives, and doing what they're supposed to be doing. When the hierarchy falls apart, people don't do their jobs, the whole thing falls apart. You know, everybody's got their role to play in society. When you start confusing those roles, and like I said, don't get on me, the gay and lesbian community, because I don't care if it's 2 daddies, 2 mommies. I don't care. One of you needs to be the dad role, and one of you needs to be the mom nurturing role, and that's it. I don't care who you think you are. Dr. Phil, we can talk all fucking night. You can't be mom and dad to the same child. You can't be as the same person. You're not. You're either wired one way or you're wired another, and you're just pretending the other role. And that's not the same thing. And kids sense that, and they know that, and they grow up without an identity and a sense of self. And they grow up and they're all screwed up. And then they don't know how to raise their own families. And here we are, 30 years, 40 years now after feminism destroyed everything. Because they didn't take into consideration what would happen when they took the mothers out of the home and didn't replace it with anything. So here we are. Nobody knows who the hell they are, what they're supposed to be doing. Everybody's just lost. And when they hear us...
Brain chip.
Yeah, when they hear us, and we're so secure and sure about what we are and what we do and how things should be, they're attracted to that. And then you have the other people that are on the other side of the coin that are afraid of it and attack it.
Interesting.
But I can guarantee you, if we did a poll, the majority would agree. Yeah, this is what we need. I mean, what else is there? You know, feminism had its place. Granted, I didn't want to see, you know, women barefoot, pregnant in aprons, not doing... God, I wouldn't be CEO of my company if not for that. But yet, you know, we didn't take into consideration the after effects and the detrimental side effects of that. Nobody took into consideration what would happen if we destroyed the family structure. There's a reason men have been hunters and women have been nurturers since time immemorial. That's how we're wired. That's what we do. And when you screw with that shit, boy, here we are. 2011. Nobody listens. Kids are all fresh.
It's 2012, honey.
Oh, 2012. Yeah, see, it's only February. I'm allowed. Takes me a little while to get into the new year. So, I still write 2011 sometimes. Yeah. Well, I have my mind on bigger, more important things, clearly.
Yeah.
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 And dates and such.
Chip.
Yeah. But yes, anyway. So that's my rant for tonight, because God knows I can rant about that for an awfully long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, see, it turned out to be a good webisode after all. So can I go watch my Bug Wars now?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Well, this has been webisode 16, Tailor Made. We love you, and hope to see you tomorrow night. Good night. Well, I gotta do the thingy.